Ladies and gentlemen, this time we have the honor and the pleasure to talk to the people behind the Websters. Here with us we have Anna Vasova. Hello, Anna.
Hi, hello.
And Katarína Kerekesová. Hello, Katarína.
Hello, nice to meet you.
My name is Artur Zaborski. I'm a Polish journalist and I am honored to host these Q&A sessions. So guys, the first question is about the characters in Websters. Spiders family. This sounds, in one hand, very interesting. In the other hand, it sounds like, oh my God, arachnophobia is coming.
Probably this is the question for me.
It is.
For the beginning, because, you know, I started to think about spiders because every week when I was cleaning my house, I was thinking, oh, they are really amazing, these spiders, because every week they had new cobwebs, and they were so intense that I started to think about them as really great creatures. Probably not so great for animation, but very nice in sense of web. That's mean to see their families as a webs, as a nets, and to see their relationships as a connection between members of family, between friends. And this seems to me very similar to human, to people. So I started to think about this topic in this way.
So you wanted to be like a metaphor, like talking about spider
In the beginning, there was this big metaphor, yeah.
Can you see what Katarína has behind her, Arthur? It's a curtain with flies. I mean, spiders are over our lives now. So, but I must add to it that when she says it's fun for animation, my husband is an animator. And when he heard that there is an animated film of spiders, he said, oh no, animating 4 hands or legs, 4 arms, 4 eyes. It's just crazy. This is a bit crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy, and I have to be very thankful for all animators who were working on it, because really it's a hard job. It's really full of patience and passion.
Gotcha. Yes. But could you tell me a little bit about the story? Because as far as I know, we have a female protagonist, a female spider, who meets a human, and this is the relationship that we are watching on the screen. Am I right?
Yes, probably Anna could help now.
Maybe I'll take this one. Yes, it is. Yes, we came from a world of spiders, but we wanted to make a feature film because there is a previous series of 13 stories. And now we thought we want to do something special, something for bigger screen, something where the cinematographic element would make it come out at the same hand. And at the other end, there was this story, the possibility of a story where a spider meets a human, and these two very different and very opposed spaces come together in one place, in one story. So that's the story. And that's actually an arching story for 6 little stories which are in the film. But throughout all of the film, the little spider girl gets closer to the same girl like she is, only human. Mm-hmm. So they're both redhead, they're both the same age, they're having very similar backgrounds, and yeah, they come together in the end.
Gotcha. I think that this is very important that actually it's told from the female perspective. I think that still in animation world, we have a lot of stories which are told from the male protagonist perspective, and I'm always eager and curious, and I'm always waiting for new stories told from the female perspectives.
So you'll have one.
I made already very, let's say, female characters. And this was my last TV series and TV specials, Mimi and Lisa. So this was also about some different worlds, because one of our character was blind. So in some sense, I have to say that to have these two girls, the big one and the very small one, it's also somehow to do, or it has to do something with diversity, with differences, with the possibility to find dialogue, communication, cooperation, and play together. It's simply for children to play together, because this play could open for us, as I said, dialogue, communication, not to be afraid of something I didn't know before, or the other people used to be afraid of it, but to start to see it without prejudice. It's simply this idea for me.
There is one interesting one, just to add to what Katka says. There is a whole edge of curiosity, and how the little spider girl starts to be attracted to the big one, although it's dangerous because the human is the biggest danger for the spiders, as our story tells. She still starts with something else, but then she gets attracted by the girl and she wants to know more about her and she starts studying her. So there is this edge of don't refuse something before you know what it is. So there are all these elements to it, and yes, but don't worry, it's not only a girl's story, there are also boys in the story. Katka is a sister of two brothers, and her brothers are very important in her life and in her memory. So
definitely
there are boys in the story too.
Gotcha.
And I have to say that we have a really great team of boys and men who are working on Websters. So it's really, and I really, as I said, I'm really thankful, because without them, never we would be able to tell our stories. So they are important in our lives. So.
Gotcha. But what you guys talking, I think that in contemporary times, it's really important, like to make that kind of stories that learn us how to communicate, how to understand each other, how to get closer to each other. We live in the time when people are divided so easily. So I believe that that kind of messages in today's world is really something.
Thank you.
Yes.
Perfect.
I think so.
Yeah. Go, Arthur.
No, I just wanted to ask, what is the stage of the project actually? Like, what are you working on right now? And certainly, what are you looking for during Kids Kino? What kind of partners are you interested in?
Maybe I take this one, Katja?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So at the moment, there's animation still going on, but we are pretty far in production. So the film will be really produced by November. We'll have everything in place. We are planning our Czech premiere of the film for early 2022. And there will be the stories, some of the stories, or the stories will be shown in Slovakia already in December. So we're really, sorry?
As television broadcasting.
On TV. Just the episodes from the film. But so we're far, but what we are looking most for is that we're really trying to get it out, because we now have the whole world of the spiders, and this film for us is a crown which should help it travel abroad. Because so far the film has been seen in Czechoslovakia, in Czech and Slovak countries, Slovak and Czech, really, because Slovakia is the initial producer of the story. And in Slovenia, we had it on Netflix as well, but it did not really go any further than our territories, because there were only 13 parts, and now the feature film is the thing which should carry it into the world. So that's what we look most for. So that's one big thing. And the second one we have is that we are also already planning a second film. And we have a story already. So we go further with the girl and with the spider. And we're now in the pre-development phases, or in development phases. But of course, it starts the sort of coming into our heads, how do we finance this? And we're both producers as well. So it's, always the double thinking, okay, what is the story and how do you pay for the story and how do you do it? And it's going all the way this way. So we're having this double agenda, but it is also important to say that the Websters are the whole world. So there are books and there is a 13-part series. So we're sort of really trying to get the IP out.
Gotcha.
I can show you the books. You see.
So it's like the universe that actually is getting bigger and bigger.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
It's not universe, it's net.
It's net. But is it also connected with merchandising and elements like that? Do we have like any toys or any other like elements that are connected with Websters?
This can.
Yeah, you can see that in the page. But yes, gotcha.
Yeah, but yes, we have already some. The most important is for us the publishing, because we have already 3 books, which are always 6 or 7 stories inside from TV series we made before. And yes, we are working on some merge with the Slovak television, radio and television Slovakia. But yes, it could be more, of course. It is just start. We are trying to, Slovakia, Czech Republic still are the small countries. So in case of bigger distribution and bigger success, we can, of course, fulfill more. Yeah.
Gotcha. So just to clarify everything, we had this TV series with the characters, and these characters, they are the characters who appear as well in the film. They are different stories, but still the same family, the same characters.
Yes, 6 new stories of the same hero with the same characters. So the IP, the intellectual property is the same, but the film carries it into the world of the humans and connects it for the big screen and brings in new 6 stories.
Awesome. So in the end, I would like you to tell me just who actually you address this film for. Do you have like any targeted group of audiences that actually it is dedicated to, or is it something that is for the whole family and the age is not so important?
I would take this one if I can, Katja. Well, in the world of the audiences, the main is one from 5 to 7. So we do have a target audience of children from 5 to 7, but it is also true that we're writing the stories and conceiving all the film in a way that it should be fun for families as well. So we're quite playing with the adult characters as well. And very often the child finds himself in the world which it only understands for its story, but which the adult audience will discover in few more layers throughout our perspective. So that's one of the feedbacks I was happy to receive when my friends saw the film. They said, it's fun for adults as well. So, well, that's what is the basic take on it, but really the core group is 5 to 7 years old.
Gotcha. I'm asking also because I saw some stills from the film, and I saw that it's like very colorful. There is that there is a lot of elements, that there is like a lot of joy and etc. So I was like thinking that, hey, this is also something that I would like to badly see.
Yeah, we are still thinking about parents, because we are also parents, so we know that as a parents we need to work with stories with our children. That's mean I would like to share the story with them, and always we did it this way. So it was for me very important to create the world which will be attractive also for adults.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more element when we speak about the target group, which is interesting for me. Very often when we speak about it and we say spiders, people think more adult, bigger kids, not more adult, but bigger kids. But because you say, okay, spiders, that might be scary and all of that, but actually it is quite gentle and kind. And when you look at the characters, you see that they try to be joyful and sort of open and communicative. So we took this step to say, okay, there are spiders and there are for small children, and small children can make it. And so far as we see it with our audiences, it works okay for little kids. They're not scared.
Perfect. So there is not only Spider-Man, we have also the whole Websters family. Thank you so much, guys, for finding the time. And apparently I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you find a lot of international distributors and we will be able to see your film soon. Take care and thank you once again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.